Hello, everyone, and welcome. Diana Rankin here. And hello, T. Lynn. You beat me. You got here before I did. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of tough questions today. We're going to look at where do we go from here. The questions are actually what can we expect over the next few years and how do we get through it? Will there be peace in the world? If so, when? And that will also uh, we'll look at Ukraine, we'll look at Israel, Palestine, the Gaza Strip, we'll look at all of that. And then we'll also, it was asked, is in your prediction for November, you said that VP Harris would win. She didn't. So is Phillip ever wrong? Well, obviously, yes. But we have some interesting news about that. And we'll explain what that's all about. Carol B, she says, I hope you're having a beautiful day. You know, the sun is out. It is absolutely gorgeous here. So, yes, we are having a beautiful day. And I hope where you are, it's also beautiful, Carol. It's good to see you, my Celtic sister. All right, we will also get a message from one of my books, the Master's Book of Answers by Phillip. And what I found interesting is the day after the election, I opened up to just any page, which I do. And as you know, each page is a different message. And I don't recall the exact words, but it was, I don't recall, and I've seen it on other people's Facebook pages as well as mine, but it basically was saying that after the darkness comes the light. And I've even seen people say it without just copying my page. And I remembering the exact words, but we'll see. Comes up today. Hello, Sheila. I hope it's nice and sunny in Amsterdam, where Sheila's coming, where Sheila lives, and hope she's feeling well and having a wonderful day. We're going to go ahead and get started, and I will add a little commentary along the way to see what Phillip has to add to what Phillip says, because sometimes Phillip is a little difficult to understand, and sometimes he makes fun of us, I think. So we will go from here. Sheila said it's very cold. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You can tell I've got a heavy sweater on too. It's sunny and beautiful here, but yeah, it's chilly. So, and yes, little Piper's right behind me here. I can't move my chair or I would show you, but she's like right under my chair. She does that a lot. All right, here we go with what can we expect over the next few years and how do we get through it? And will there be a peace of the world? If so, when? And in your predictions from November, you said VP Harris would win. She didn't. Wildflower Tarot by Penny says, hi, Diana. Nice to see you. Well, good to see you too. And I love wildflowers. I do miss them in the winter, but we have other things to give us pleasure, don't we? And Sheila is saying hi to everyone. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do my best not to cry with this opening statement. Peace will not come to the world until humans grow into self-awareness, which allows for the self-knowledge of to whom their fear, anger, and yes, hate are directed. All is directed to self, but this is not understood until the human loves themselves. When you love and understand yourself, you know your value. When you know your value, you lose any desire to harm another, for you also understand their value. I need to repeat that because I think that is such an important statement. When you love and understand yourself, you know your value. When you know your value, you lose any desire to harm another, for you also understand their value. There she is. There she is. This shift has taken place. We have said this before, but many thought it would be easier. And once the shift was made, all would be easy. The shift means more people understand the truth. Those who do also understand the paths of the masters are rewarding, but not easy. Okay, my friends, masters or masters in training. The shift does not mean everyone comes into unity. The shift does mean enough people have chosen love over fear to tilt the scales, to widen the path for others. This does not mean everyone is ready to walk the path, however. It does mean that those who choose to walk the path of self-awareness will find it a bit faster because of those who cleared the way. And believe me, if you are hearing my voice, if you are watching this video, you are one of the masters in training to help clear the way. We are working with the ancestors. We are working with those who have yet to be born, and we are creating a pathway that'll make their life a little bit easier, hopefully. The shift does not mean wars will stop. Quite the contrary. Current and not near future world leaders live with a lack of self-awareness, so their harm to others will most likely increase over the next several months. This includes the Middle East, Ukraine, and Russia. When one country's leader cares not for his people, and even less for neighboring countries, his hatred is so deep, he uses armies to destroy. But the armies, no matter how many they destroy, do not heal the dictator's self-hatred. Only self-awareness can do so, and that may take several lifetimes. We remind you that before the birth, and that's for all of us, before our birth into this current body, you chose the outline for this life. You are here at this time for a reason. All circumstances of your life have led you to this time and place where you are. It is a time for you to come into self-awareness and be who you are to be. Fear not to take a step, for every step leads to where you are to go. Fear not to take a step, for every step leads to where you are to go. And we will get to the last question, or the question about Phillip being wrong, in a moment. But I just want to address a little bit here of my own personal journey, but also I think it applies to many people from my age. And I think younger people need to hear it, because I think it also applies to some of you. Back in the 60s, now I was a marcher. I was against the war in Vietnam. And since it has come out that we were right, we should have been against it. But I never spit on a soldier. I embraced soldiers because many weren't there out of choice. I never shouted or yelled. That's not my way. I know how to shout, but it's not my way. I would go to marches with a song in my heart and love. That was my way. Many felt that those of us in the 60s who were against the Vietnam War, our last life had been during World War II, and perhaps we were part of the resistance. And as a girl, I used to have dreams about it. I used to dream I was running through the forest. And I also dreamed the end of my life was in an oven in a concentration camp during World War II. I don't think I'm the only one with those dreams. On Monday, I will turn 79. I'm tired. I'm tired of the wars. I'm tired of the anger. I'm tired of the hatred and the fear and the meanness. But until my dying breath, I will speak out for love. Because, my friends, that is the strongest, most powerful. Nothing beats love. Yes, this is a time to heal. Do we like things that are going on? Absolutely not. It's painful. It's hurtful. But what can we do? We can reach out to each other. We can hold. I keep getting hairs on my face here. Sorry. They're going into my mouth. Little furry hairs. But what I want to say is we can reach out to each other. We can hold each other. We can love each other. Does that mean we don't say stop when we need to tell someone to stop? Does that mean we don't push back? Of course we do. But we don't spit on the soldier. We don't burn down the campus buildings. We reach out in protest songs. We reach out in words. That's my mantra, to reach out in words. But whatever we do, we reach out in the strength of love. That's what we do. And together, believe me, we will change it. I want to take a minute because Wildflower Tarot by Penny says, all light has gone out inside of me. I voted for Kamala. I voted for love. I feel this sadness so deeply. I feel I will never recover. I can't live under a Trump presidency. Wildflower, please reach out. You can reach out to me privately if you want, and we can talk. Or if there's a friend or a relative or a loved one, you are needed. You are needed. And right now, Penny, Carol B says, I'm so sorry, Penny. And right now, I'm going to ask everyone that's listening to this to just take a moment and send you love. And we're going to do that before we finish Philip's message. We're going to just send you and everyone love. 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 All you have to do, Penny, is receive it. And if anyone else is feeling this down, please receive this love. Please, we love you. Please receive the energy of this love we're sending you. Let the tears come. Stomp your feet. Yell. But my friends, this is the time we have to be there for others as well as ourselves. And we have to stand up for ourselves. I want to finish reading what Philip had to say. Remember, I'm going to read the last few paragraphs first. We remind you that before the birth into this current body, you chose the outline for this life. You are here at this time for a reason. All circumstances of your life have led you to this time and the place where you are. It is time for you to come into the self-awareness and be who you are. You've got the strength because we're doing this together. We've got the strength. Fear not to take a step, for every step leads to where you are to go. We're holding you, Penny. We're holding everyone who needs held right now. Philip goes on to say, to answer your next question, yes, you could say we erred when we predicted Kamala Harris would win the election. We will now say that she has a high purpose that allows her to act and lead without the restrictions that would have been on her as the U.S. president. She has a higher purpose, and that's why she won't take on the Oval Office. She has a higher purpose. Stay tuned for that one. I think she'll get it very quickly, and we'll know. The gift in any loss is finding the alternative route to fulfill the purpose of the mission. The gift in any loss is finding the alternative route to fulfill the purpose of the mission. Blue Melissa says other readers are saying Trump won't be inaugurated. Well, we'll see. Because if not, Vance is next, and then after Vance is Johnson. So I don't want to see Trump killed. I don't want to see him assassinated by anyone. That would help no one. And I know there are those out there who are saying that's going to happen. I know there are those out there saying that this was a rigged election. I know all of that. I'm not going to go there because it serves no purpose. T. Lynn says, what was an abusive situation during 45's first term? With crazy at home and crazy surrounding 45, literally thought I'd have a breakdown. Don't feel he'll be sworn in. Let's get our message, shall we? And again, if he's not sworn in, the Republicans have a chain. I heard left, by the way. This is page 94. And if you heard left, that's our message for all of us. If you heard right, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So if you heard left, if you hold your hands over your eyes, you cannot see. If you hold your hands over your eyes, you cannot see. My friends, let's not be blind to what's happening. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be aware. Yes, we have to mourn. We have to grieve. We have to stomp our feet and get angry. We have to go through the process. But we have to get through the process so we can be of use to ourselves, of use to others. If you heard right, page 95, accomplishment requires a commitment. Commit to the most powerful emotion, the most powerful movement there is, and that's love. I'm not talking about namby-pamby, happy, blah, 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 love. I'm talking about real love that makes a difference. And you know, in your own life, real love can make a difference. So remember, my friend, the gift in any loss is finding the alternate route to fulfill the purpose of the mission. We are all here as when we were still in spirit world, before we were born. We chose to be here. At 78 for 2 more days, I was one, not of the first leaders, but I was one of that group of the 60s that helped us make the shift. And yes, we've made the shift, but that doesn't mean everybody is able to make it. But if you're listening to my voice, you're either living in or moving into self-awareness. And Phillip tells us that's where we really understand. Also, Friday's the newsletter that just came out this morning gave you, it's either 5 or 7, I forget the number, steps to learn your soul's mission. I'm going to go ahead and put that out next week as my blog. So check it. Just go to my website and check it because I think it's very important. And those of you who receive the newsletter, you already know it. Earth Spirit says, my vote wasn't counted. 20 million Democrats weren't counted. Sheila says, I hope you will have a great and awesome birthday, Diana. And Carol B says, love and light to everyone and happy birthday, Diana. Earth Spirit says, I love you and I stand in peace. Peacefully, I will ask for a real count. A recount, and time to come up gives us hearts and butterflies and flowers, and Sheila sends a heart with the cross of love and the cross of healing on it. Yes, I want to come back to Earth Spirit. Yes, I have heard this. I've also heard others say this, and so I'm going to follow what President Biden tells us to do. And we'll see what happens. Also, I have heard other things as well about the election. So I'm not going to go there, though. Earth Spirit says, everyone go check your ballot. Was it counted? And I've heard there were issues with mail-in ballots, especially. And yes, I voted early and my ballot was counted. And so, yes, it is good to do this. What I'm saying, whatever we do, as Earth Spirit said, that I love you and I stand in peace, but peacefully I will ask for a recount. So remember, peacefully, with love, go with that kind of strength, because that is a much more powerful force than fear or spitting on someone. Too many people from the 60s have forgotten we marched in peace, because the ugliness is what got to be in the news. But my friends, we can make a difference. You know, I was talking to a friend the other day, and I said, there was an author who means a lot to me that I think said a lot. His name is Viktor Frankl. You might want to read his work. Penny says, thank you. And Rosemarie says, love and light to everyone. Take action. Tell those who should not bother you to not bother you. Stand up. But stand up in strength of love. Not fear, not hate. If we're lost in fear and hate, we can't help others. Do we need to mourn and grieve? Absolutely. Mourn, grieve, get angry, stomp your feet, and then find a reason to smile. And another reason to smile. And then find a reason to laugh. Maybe even to dance. We are in this together, my friends. I love you. I am so grateful for the love that you send to us, because you hold us as we hold you. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, Carol tells us absolutely yes. It's a powerful book. Rosemarie says, love and light to everyone. And Penny says, thank you, with big tears in her. We have tears to shed, absolutely. And then we get busy. Thank you. Thank you. We're here for each other. My email is below, or excuse me, my website is below. It's just my name. My phone number is on there. Please pick it up anytime. If I can't answer, I won't. If it's in the middle of my night, I won't answer. If I'm busy with a client, I won't answer. But please, I'm here for each of you. If you need to call, not to just complain, please don't do that to me. But if you need help, call me and say, I just need to know you're there. I just need somebody to hold my heart for a minute, someone to hold my hand. I'm here. We all are. Mike says, Phillip wasn't wrong. I believe this will be corrected. I love you, my friends. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. We're not alone. We are not alone. Until next week or before, I'll see you soon. Thank you.